Bella Machizza, and welcome back to Curtis's Corner. If you are new here, hi, I'm Curtis. This is my corner, and on today's video, the reason why I spoke Italian in the beginning instead of saying my regular, well, hey, they're friendships, that is because we are going to review none other than Disney's Luca, which came out 2 weeks ago, and I wanted to do a review on it last week. I couldn't because the day I went to go and film, we had no internet at all. Then the next day was the Friday that I was supposed to post, but I was in the hospital because, well, I didn't know what was going on at the time. I thought it was, I don't know, just my body trying to kill me, which it probably is, but figured out pretty sure it's just anxiety and panic attacks, so that's always fun. But I'm doing better now. I had a video film that was supposed to go out on Monday as well. Still currently in the process of editing that. Not that it's a long video, but you'll probably, and I ended up filming it before this video. And so you'll probably notice some things about me talking about past stuff that has already happened, including this video. But yeah, I kind of explained the situation more in detail about what has happened to me. Anyways, off topic. We are going to stay on topic today because we are going to review some Luca and talk about it and give you my thoughts on the film. But yeah, if you're interested in seeing and hearing what I have to say, then keep on watching. Okay, so Luca is a brand new Disney Pixar film that has come out. There wasn't a lot of publicity or press about it, but it was basically if you were online and really looking at Disney stuff, that's pretty much how you kind of knew about its upcoming. If you don't know what it is about these two sea creatures. They're not really mermaids, mermen, merboys, because they're boys, but they're these sea creatures who, when they go up onto land, they actually transform into human. Now, when I went in and I heard the premise of this, I actually thought one was a sea creature and the other was a human, and it's almost like, for whatever reason, I was understanding it was like the reverse of The Little Mermaid, because in that one, you had the girl who was the mermaid who went and became human so she could fall in love. This one, I thought it was a human named Luca who found this sea creature, and the sea creature was showing him the world of like underwater life, and basically he was able to turn into a mermaid and he had no idea. I was wrong. But it stars Jacob Tremblay as Luca and Jack Dylan Grazer as Alberto Scorfano. Jack Dylan Grazer, I'm just gonna say, is probably my favorite young actor out there. He is so good in every single role that he does. Like, Jacob Tremblay is really good at his roles, but there's something about Jack Dylan Grazer. I can't remember who said it, but there was this one person that I can't remember if it was on TikTok or if it was on YouTube, but someone literally stated that Jack Dylan Grazer has the most likable face. And it is so true. There's just something about him. You just look at him, you're like, you are just the cutest little button. If you don't know who Jack Dylan Grazer is, he plays Eddie Kazbrak in It, Chapter 1, and the flashback scenes in It, Chapter 2. He also plays Freddie Freeman in the Shazam movie, as well as Fraser Wilson in the show We Are Who We Are on HBO Max, which, if you have not seen that and you really want to see how great of an actor he is, go watch that, because it is such a good show. Now, Jacob Tremblay, he's been in things like, he was in Justin Bieber's music video for Lonely. Jacob Tremblay's been in the film Before I Wake, which is about this child who has these dreams that while he's dreaming, they actually come to life in the real world, which is kind of a neat premise. And like, he's also been in Room with Brie Larson as well. This is a film. It's a coming-of-age film where this boy who's never done anything, Luca, he's never done anything, and he's experiencing things pretty much for the first time. He's always wondered, like Ariel, what it's like to go up onto the surface, what everyone is like. His mother is very overprotective of him, saying, like, you can't go up there, it's too dangerous, they're gonna kill you. But on one of his errands that he's doing, because he's like a shepherd, and there's this one fish, which is like my spirit animal fish. His name, I believe, was Giuseppe. He like has these like weird eyes that go in different directions, and he just kind of like stares at you and like baas like a sheep and just kind of does his own thing, which is amazing. But Luca's basically a shepherd, and he herds the guppies or the whatever type of fish that they are, as if they're sheep. And so as he's doing this, he runs into Alberto, and they create this new friendship where Alberto is showing him basically what it's like to be human, and just kind of giving him tips and tricks. Not that they're always the right things per se, but they are things that he has come to learn, because we find out a lot about him. I'm not going to spoil anything because I do want you to go and see this. It is a very nice film to watch. Visually, storyline is great as well. But he does delve deep into his past and why he is on land and what has kind of happened with him over, I want to say, a few years. It could be months, but I'm pretty sure it was years that he's been on this island that he takes Luca to. They end up going to nearby town to compete in a competition with another friend that they meet named Julia, and they end up competing and basically building this really close friendship with each other. And with every friendship, you have your struggles and your problems that you have to overcome. So, like I said, the film is very beautifully done. It's obviously set heavy in English, so everyone is able to understand. But they do throw in some
Italian.
There's Silenzio Bruno is a common phrase that you're going to be able to hear in this film, and it's just basically whenever you hear that voice inside your head telling you the negative things, they've named it Bruno, and to make Bruno stop talking, you tell him to be silent, like stop talking, shut up, whatever. It's Silenzio Bruno. That is the phrase that keeps coming up all the time in this film, and it's to encourage yourself to overcome the fear that's within you and the self-doubt that you're getting in your head before you want to do something that you're excited to try but are too scared to try it. You get ciao, you get buongiorno, and there's this phrase, I'm going to insert it here because I don't want to butcher it.
Piacere, trolamo trombetta.
This also comes up a couple times. And if you do speak Italian, you know what it means. If you don't speak Italian, you're never actually told in the film what it means, because Alberto, who is the one that keeps saying it, doesn't actually know himself. It's just something that he's heard and picked up and just keeps relaying to people. There are some funny moments where Alberto has come across a saying and he uses it in the wrong context and just thinks it's okay because he's heard so many people say it. But when Luca says it to like a pair of elderly women, they end up getting like beaten down. So there's funny moments like that in the film. It's a very nice storyline. It's very nice visually. It's not your typical Pixar animation though. I find if you go back and look at like A Bug's Life, Toy Story, stuff like that, you're going to see what I mean by the visual style of the animation, where it's slightly different. It's still that 3D model rendering, but there's something about like the mouth. It's more cartoony in the mouth than it is as like a 3D rendering picture from like all their past movies that they've done. But that being said, it doesn't take away from any of the storyline. It doesn't take away from the visuals or the film itself. The acting is really well done. Like I said, there's funny moments. It's definitely one for the whole family to enjoy. I will say the one thing I am slightly disappointed about, though, is how everyone has praised it to be like an LGBTQ plus film. And I've even seen on Twitter that it's compared scenes to scenes from Call Me By Your Name. So I went into this film expecting it to be like an LGBTQ plus film, and it is not that. So don't go in expecting it to be that. With every film, obviously, there are going to be some undertones and suggestions that it could be this way, But ultimately, when you're looking at the three characters, it's just two boys who are friends. That's really all it is. But it's still a good movie. So I think I probably would have enjoyed it a bit more going in knowing it's just these two friends who are building a friendship together rather than hearing how everyone is saying it's a pride movie. Other than that, that's pretty much my review. Like I said, acting is great, visuals are great, storyline is great, and it is such a good film to show other kids, and it will actually get them to speak some Italian if you want them to learn a new language and maybe encourage them to start taking up a new language. So there is that aspect on everything as well. So with all of that being said, I'm going to give Disney's Luca an A minus. I'm very excited to see what Disney's going to come out with next. I know they have just announced their first initial cast member of the upcoming live action reboot of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, so I'm excited to see how that's going to go. I also wanted to give you guys a double feature review today, but unfortunately I could not find Fast and the Furious 9. So that one will come out whenever I can. But yeah, I'm hoping theaters are going to be able to open soon, so that way I can actually give you proper reviews. But if you enjoyed my review, please make sure you give it a like. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button because I put out weekly videos, and hit that notification bell so you know when I post a brand new video, because if you don't, how else are you going to know when I post a video? You won't, so do it. I'm off to go and see Sabrina now. We're going to do some day drinking, but I will see all of you on the next video. But until then, ciao amici.